Welcome back, everyone on the internet. Hope everyone's having a good October, and if not, hopefully this video makes it better. Anyways, I got another reaction video for us all, and I've got Infinite, Rouge, and Zamuda with me. Say hi, guys.
Hi, hi.
No.
The frick you mean, nuh-uh?
No.
Anyways, so we're gonna be reacting to 2003 General Grievous was the devil. To be fair, he was. Like, 2003 Grievous was terrifying.
And I will say this, for anyone that hates General Grievous, suck a cock.
Agreeable, because, yeah, like, this version, like, Grievous...
Suck a cock regardless.
Of course you would. But
We
yeah,
know
because
you would.
Grievous is our goat. Anyways, y'all ready?
Grievous is a badass.
Shut your
Here we go.
ass up, B1.
I think
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hold up. The fact that he said clanker, even though he is one himself.
Oh, yeah.
Something's wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
Ah, yes, how I see
Nigga's
children.
the devil,
Yeah.
man.
Yep. The Forbidden Files.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new series
One of
on
us
the
wasn't
channel,
never got
The
old because we
Forbidden
did that.
Files.
Yeah.
Now, let me quickly explain to y'all what this is. These are not
Why do I
trials.
hear- why do I
These
hear the
are
left,
files and cases for characters that, quite honestly, don't even need a trial. This is the new tier called the Forbidden Tier, and it is strictly reserved for Legends of
Oh,
the
yeah,
Dead.
Megatron.
And we're starting this series off with a character that was so disgustingly
the
broken,
man,
he
the
had to
legend.
get nerfed. And that is none other than 2003 General Grievous.
Fail.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you look at the stats between them,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the stats make sense.
This nigga Grievous in 03 was the devil in animated form. Niggas talk
I'm
about
surprised
03
BJ
Grievous like
not here.
niggas talk
I know
about
BJ
Vaughn.
would've
Like, this
enjoyed
dude was a
this right here.
Jedi killing machine
Yeah.
that was non-force sensitive, by the way. Like, for real, deadass, bro.
Now imagine if he was force sensitive.
I mean, the thing is, in his other, like the other one, he is, but he just chooses not to use it because he hates it.
Yeah.
During
What
his
did you want to
time,
Hugo do it himself, on feet by himself? The nigga straight
Let me
up
break it-
had
let
to
me
go.
break it down
Let me
for
just
you.
give y'all a warning right now before we even start. If you have only seen Grievous from Revenge of the Sith in 3D,
General Kenobi.
Okay, to be
to be
fair,
honest here,
I
he was a
haven't.
police warrior.
To
Yep.
be fair, I have seen all of the versus Grievous, even this version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this version is more terrifying compared to fucking movie and the Clone Wars version. I'm not kidding you.
Clone Wars, and
Yeah.
have never seen this man in the 2D version, then woo, you're in for a ride. So let's not waste no more time. Without further ado. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Case 1. Sliming out multiple Jedi at once. Now, this right here was Grievous's first appearance in any type of Star Wars media. And man, I'll
Yep.
tell you, boy, this on record has to be one of the craziest character debuts of all time. So this is how this went down. While Anakin and Obi-Wan was finishing up a mission on this one planet, they get hailed from this one Jedi Master. And this man is fighting for his life.
Oh yeah, there's even a
Anakin,
something that all is
bro,
gonna find out soon enough that one of this Jedi are called, but how well we will not say.
Oh, yeah,
on the
yeah,
line
yeah.
like, General Kenobi, we need immediate evac. This new droid general, he's unstoppable.
Unstoppable?
And the next thing that you see when they swap to that planet is this man falling over and dying, and Grievous stomping the
that little
communicator
thing,
in the
yoink.
ground. The first time you ever catch a glimpse of this demon is him booming a Jedi Master. Not just a regular Jedi Knight, a whole ass master. That is fucking horrifying. Now let's continue. The other Jedi that are with the Master that just got boomed are being completely surrounded by an army of droids.
Yeah, to be
So while
fair,
they
how
had them
would you handle
completely
this many
surrounded at this
droids?
abandoned
Yeah,
ship,
and all of them are
Grievous makes them
B2s.
cease fire. And after he made
Not
all
just
the droids
B2s.
stop shooting, this man got on the mic and said, "Attention, Jedi Storm.
Yeah, no, not just B2s.
Oh, yeah, and the spider droids, yeah.
The big one.
I could have my character tease you right now, but where will be the fun in that?"
Honestly, his Grievous impression is pretty good.
Oh, I see him. To be fair, we don't even know what fucking code.
So after Grievous drops the mic and proclaims that he's gonna slime out the Jedi himself, they all start taking position and getting prepared for this nigga. Because Grievous is walking towards them right now. And let me say this real quick. The Jedi in here are no pushovers. Especially these three.
Yep.
Longhead ass Kiadi Mundi, who is a member of the Jedi Council.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Shakti, my favorite.
In the ass to fight in the Force Unleashed. In Ayla Secura, the alien shorty that took like 10,000 backshots from clones in Revenge of the Sith.
Stop, she's already dead.
Jedi Masters. And the fact that this man Grievous had this long head ass motherfucker sweating bullets is insane. So while Grievous was approaching them, all they could hear was his footsteps echoing around the wreckage. They couldn't tell
I
where
hear
this
the
dude
flood
was at
music,
all.
no.
So this is where the insanity begins. This poor Padawan that looks like Shaggy, and believe it or not, his name is actually Shaggy.
Yep. They've only had Shaggy in Star Wars as a Padawan.
Shaggy became a Jedi.
Not gonna lie, when I first watched this, I was like, why does this dude look like Shaggy? And boy, oh boy, come to find out, this actually is a Jedi version of Shaggy. Like, that is just hilarious to me, bro.
I remember when I saw it too, I was like, wait a minute, that looks like Shaggy.
Louder and louder, Shaggy, being the same scary ass nigga in Star Wars as well, ended up losing his composure. So he runs outside.
I mean,
just to get
anyone
squashed
would, and
by
then
this nigga
kaboom.
Grievous.
Yeah, he literally got Adam Smashered.
You just snake.
Snake? But yeah, that gave me Rebecca
kill
flashbacks
Shaggy.
from Edge Runners.
They kill Shaggy.
Yeah.
Good. Shaggy's the worst one.
Oh,
Damn.
damn!
Yeah, alright,
Why?
Shaggy, that is one of the most insane deaths I've ever seen. This nigga Grievous jumped from the top rope.
He made the first one, man. At least he
Sonic
does
rings
some
out that
funny
nigga.
shit.
If you pay attention
Oh,
very
yes,
closely,
thank you,
his
Daddy.
entire
Oh
body
my God, I'm
disappeared.
good.
That means the impact of that fall was so hard,
Good on him?
his carcass was
Getting a back
squished
massage.
into the ground. His body was literally
Oh, hey, Yamcha.
uncoverable. So after Grievous squashed
I love
Shaggy,
BJ.
he starts towering over all the Jedi and laughing at their asses. Then shows them his 10-foot mechanical body and then just
Now that's
disappears.
sexy.
These niggas were shook because this just turned into a survival
Yoink.
horror. Grievous really started playing Dead by Daylight with
Hey,
these
Nemesis.
niggas, just toying with them while he was ready to hunt them down one by one. So while they were moving back with their backs against each other, you see this nigga appear out of the shadows like Batman hanging from the roof. Dude is literally looking over them, stalking his prey. So Grievous finally decided he was ready to get active. He drops from the roof and starts going to town on these niggas, fighting the whole 1v5 and enjoying every second of it. And dude, this man is a literal cheat code. He can turn his body
Yep.
into a Beyblade.
Blade,
This
blade,
is the
blade,
most
blade.
unfair
Let it
shit
rip.
I've ever seen. Like, for real, how the hell are you supposed to fight a 10-foot cyborg that can move his body like a Beyblade?
Simple,
and guess
you
what?
don't.
That's not all he can do, because this is about to get even more insane. He started breakdancing on their asses, fighting them with his feet. No way in hell a 10-foot cyborg should be moving like this. No twin, nah-uh. I'll be for real, bro. If I saw this shit, I'd put the saber down,
You-
bro.
you
I wholeheartedly
underestimate
understand
General
why
Grievous.
George Lucas nerfed this
He can do
nigga. So as
anything.
the fight continued,
Yeah.
long-head-ass Kiadi Mundi tried to force push, bro, but Grievous dodged it and landed on the side of the roof. So this is when Grievous decided to start singling them out.
Yep,
Jumps back in and
strategize.
hits the ground so hard he made a smoke screen. So this wildebeest looking nigga decided to go in and try to fight him one-on-one, but Grievous pulls off a crazy move. He blocks his attack, and when old boy tried to swing at him again, he dropped his saber, cut him across the middle with this green one, then just slapped this nigga with his
Yep,
other
he
one.
just did a
Bro,
literal
boomed
trick
that
shot on him.
musty-ass wildebeest immediately when he was 1v1 with him. So after the wildebeest Yeti hybrid got boomed, Shang-Chi decides to throw a bunch of scrap at him. But Grievous ends up cutting through all of it. Then this one Jedi tries to pull up on him. I'm gonna refer to him as Yeet because the nigga got a turban on his head. Grievous grabs his elongated head with his grippers and slams bro's head into the ground, breaking his neck on
Brutality.
Bro didn't stand a chance. He didn't even get to swing the saber. His last seconds of life was him getting his face gripped by this man's foot, then eating dirt right after that. But old boy wasn't the only person to get his face gripped, because after Grievous boomed him, Ayla came in trying to swing, but Grievous gripped her
Yoink.
face
And,
mid-air, then
yeet.
slammed both of their bodies across the map with his feet. That has got to be one of the most insane ways to slime a nigga. Sending them flying with your feet is OD. So the last two Jedi remaining were long-haired
he finished
Kiadi and
people.
Shak
Got
Ti.
it.
So Grievous ended up zoning them both out of their range. Then he drop kicks Kiadi's ass across the stage, taking him out of the fight. And this just left Grievous one-on-one with Shak Ti. And he was pushing her shit. She was panicking, barely holding on and blocking his strikes. So he ended up knocking the saber out of her hands. Then he comes in to swing on her, but Shak Ti barely blocks this with the force and gets sent flying into a pillar, and she is out of commission. So the last man standing was Kiadi Mundi with his elongated dingling head.
Just constantly roasting Kiadi Mundi.
Picked it up with his foot, and he was staring at this nigga Kiadi, laughing at his ass like,
You fool with your elongated head. I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
So after Grievous finished taunting this man, he ends up pushing Kiadi and knocking the saber out of his hands immediately. And Grievous ends up going in for the kill. But at the last millisecond, Kiadi ends up getting bailed out by
Kiadi
the
Mundi
clones.
would've been
And the clones
toast.
looked at that boy Grievous and said,
Yep.
Troopers, blast that half-breed clanker.
So they start shooting at Grievous, and Grievous hits the dash, while the clones are blasting every single piece of ammo that they have at this man. So while they continue trying to shoot bro down, Grievous decides to drop in and starts to murder all of the clones in front of him. So after Grievous ended up mowing down the whole front line, a whole gunship ends up pulling up right in front of his face. And this is when Grievous finally decided to make a strategic retreat. So Grievous ends up hitting the dash again. That man is out of there. I know his 40-yard dash speed is fast as hell. And Kiadi and the clones end up retreating. So yeah, that right there was General Grievous's first ever appearance. So let's review this carnage that he caused. He crushed Shaggy into oblivion.
Literally
a
Adam
wildebeest
smashed
nigga
him.
up on a shirt, gripped Yeet with his feet and broke his neck, and threw their asses across the ship with his feet, and damn near killing Shak Ti along with Kiadi Mundi. Oh, and I forgot old boy at the beginning that got boomed on the communicator, along with his entire battalion. So yeah, this man packed up 4 Jedi, put Ayla and Shak Ti on a stretcher, and had Kiadi's ass rethinking life. This is one of the nastiest debuts a character has ever had to date. So yeah, and guess what? That was only case 1. We still got another case left. And boy, let me tell you, it gets even crazier. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to case 2, the siege on Coruscant.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what you're about to see are the events that basically open up episode 3. Even though this series is now considered Legends continuity, this is still kind of basically
Legends canon.
So how this went down. This evil-ass conniving nigga Palpatine sent this man
Nobody likes
Grievous
Palpatine.
to invade Coruscant.
That's just infinite whenever he has to deal with bullcrap.
Especially me waking up and having to deal with any bullshit. The fuck you mean?
And capture him. So the Separatists end up pulling up to Coruscant, and a massive battle just ensues. Now, before we get to Grievous, we gotta take a detour real quick, because this is one of the hardest moments in Star Wars history. This nigga Captain Fordo was popping off this battle. Nigga turned into the Doomslayer. Just look at this shit. Him and his squad are being overran, but he
I would give
there.
Fordo props.
Boomed the battle droid in front, turned around, smacked this nigga, dumped the clip in his ass, then he throws his gun at this droid, blows his head off.
Bro's playing Halo Reach, the last survival level.
These niggas down. Like, nah, bro. You know this man was top of the leaderboard in every single Battlefront lobby. Bro just dropped off 20 droids in the span of 20 seconds. So while the battle continued and Captain Fordo was running up the scoreboard, we see this nigga Palpatine watching the battle and sipping tea, not giving a care in the world. This man doesn't care at all what is happening right now. He's just looking at all this shit like, good. I orchestrated all this shit. I don't give a damn what's happening, nigga. So while Palpatine was enjoying his tea, Shak Ti, a bunch of troopers and 2 Jedi end up pulling up with her. And they're trying to get this man Palpatine to safety. Well, Palpatine was just stalling and acting like, oh, Master Shakti, greetings. Would you like to enjoy some tea with me while I watch the battle? And she like, no, old ass nigga, I'm trying to get your ass to safety. But while they continued to stay in this room, they started hearing footsteps around the room. And when they started getting louder, Shakti knew.
Shakti having Vietnam War
immediately
flashbacks.
who this was.
Get down, Mr. President!
Hi, how are you?
So he leaped in the window.
He's just like, hello.
Right in the room. And look at this mechanical, lanky ass nigga ore farming. Bro really had to hit a whole JoJo's pose before he started dropping niggas off. So this nigga Grievous looking at Palpatine like,
Greetings, Master. I've come to pick you up.
Shut the fuck up. You mechanical Nimrod. They're not supposed to know that shit till the third movie.
I'm sorry, Lord Sidious.
Now capture me and make it look believable. So Grievous tries to grab him, but Shakti pulls him away. And they end up taking Palpatine, and Grievous is surrounded by about 20 clones. But bro didn't care that he was surrounded at all. Dude was actually ecstatic, because now he could let loose and kill some niggas. So the clone starts firing and Grievous jumps up and immediately starts mowing every clone in that room down.
Yep.
Look at what he does to this one dude. He grabs him and plants him on the wall, then just slices him down the middle. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this next guy got done dirty even worse. Grievous slices bro's gun in half. Then he grabs him by the leg with his own leg, then throws him out the window. Nah, bro, that is one of the worst ways to ever go out. Bro grabbed his leg with his own leg, then sent him flying, and he's gonna fall for like 100 floors before he goes splat. Oh, man, rip that guy, bro. So as he continued to murder everybody in this room, making his clone look up to the sky to see God, we get to one of the nastiest kills of all time. Grievous grabs this one clone by his face with his grippers, then slams his skull into the wall. Oh, dear God, that might be worse than the guy that fell 100 floors.
Skull fracture.
To the right, you can see the horror on...
He's got the Vietnam War face underneath that helmet.
Oh, shit.
He's like, oh, God.
Like, oh, hell no.
You don't even see his face, but you can tell just by the look. If I saw one of my homies get slimed like that, I'ma be real, I wouldn't know what to do. At this point, just put the gun down and accept your fate, or just run. Those are your only options. Look what happens to this royal guard. Bro grabs him with his grippers, starts using him as a body shield, then slams his body on the ground. These clones are having some of the most horrific deaths I've ever seen, because this is just getting ridiculous. So Grievous just continued to murder everyone in that room. Those clones stood zero chance against this man. They were literally used as meat shields so Shakti and them could get away. So while they was waiting by the elevator, all they could hear were just the screams of everybody getting murdered in there. Look at this one Jedi. He is
Like, open the door, open the door, open the door, open the door.
elevator to come up. This dude is horrified of what he's hearing in there. So when the scream stopped, they knew the head start that they got was over. Grievous busts through the door on all fours, running at them like a rabid dog while dodging multiple force pushes. So Shakti ends up finally hitting them, buying them some time to get in the elevator, but that didn't put Grievous down at all. So later on, after they escape, they're all taking this high-speed elevator down to the ground. So they thought they were safe. They thought they had time to breathe, but that lasted for a whopping 10 seconds. They look to the right, and this nigga Grievous is running down the building.
Yep.
He is running down a building, keeping up with a high-speed elevator. Like, no, bro, no, man. This has got to be another reason why George Lucas nerfed this, man, because this is ridiculous. So this one clone said, nah, twin, fuck this shit. He just decides to shoot a rocket launcher at him. And I'm not gonna lie, was that warranted? Yes! I mean, they gotta try something to stop this man. So when they finally reach the ground floor, they are surrounded by a bunch of super battle droids. And Grievous just drops from the building right in front of them. So Mr. Manslug nigga decides to use a force howl, but Grievous was prepared this time. He uses those damn grippers, digs in the
Okay, this is kind of silly.
What is this, my dude?
He could do that.
I have become turtle.
I want a dildo. I want to fuck him for one night.
Oh!
I bet he's got some
and
moves
starts
in
moving
bed,
through the house. He was trying every trick in the book and couldn't stop this man at all.
He's like, I have
they
become
just decided
turtle.
to run. there was no point in fighting them. So while they was on the run, Grievous's Magna Guards end up killing the final 2 clones. So the only ones that were left standing protecting Palpatine was Shaak Ti and the other 2 Jedi. So they were having to run for their lives through the city while Grievous and his Magna Guards were chasing them. And this whole chase was just insane. They went from fighting on a ship to Grievous just destroying it, making it crash in the middle of the city. Then they ended up fighting in a subway station. And I'm not gonna lie, this next scene had to be one of the most terrifying scenes of all time. When they thought they were safe behind this train, this man Grievous pops up right behind them. Jump scare of doom. So he starts walking them down and pushing them back, then kicks both of the 2 Jedi to the side. So he ends up walking up to Shaak Ti and telling her,
Salutations, Jedi scum! You may have escaped from me before, but today you will be slammed!
But Shaak Ti ends up pulling off a 10,000 IQ big brain play. She used the Force to wrap this man's cape around the train. So when the train was ready to go, Grievous just gets yoinked. And this finally brought them some time to escape from this man. So about a good 20 minutes passed, and they think that they finally shaken Grievous. Shaak Ti ended up splitting up from him, and the other 2 Jedi ended up taking Palpatine to his bunker so he could be safe. So when they got in there and locked all the doors, they thought that they were in the clear. But they were soon about to realize not even getting yoinked by a high-speed train would stop this nigga. Grievous was waiting for them in that room the entire time. So he drops down and starts fighting the other 2 Jedi. And while he was doing that, look at this evil, conniving motherfucker going back like, good, Grievous, good. Slime those niggas, Grievous. Put them on a shit. So while Grievous continued to fight them, they end up getting stuck in a lightsaber clash. And this is when Grievous finally revealed his trump card. The thing that he's most famous for. He pulls out the other 2 arms and starts using all 4 of them holes. And when he was using all 4 of his arms,
he can use all 4 arms and his feet to fight with sabers. Unbelievable.
Yep. So imagine him with 6 sabers.
I've already seen him, I think in one of the movies where he used all 6, didn't he?
No, he only used 4.
No, he only uses 4.
I know I seen him in one. Maybe it's a fan-made video I seen. I don't know, but I know I
probably.
seen him.
I think it's when he was killed and then he was brought back to life as a new character.
It was game over.
Yo, I don't understand why Grievous is working with the bad guys when the bad guys were the one who turned him that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, are you impressed?
Because I saw his past story.
Yeah,
okay, on a
his past story was really sad.
Actually never knew that Palpatine was Sidious. That is still hilarious to how oblivious he was to him. But anyways, Shaak Ti finally ends up making it to the room, but she's too late. She sees the other 2 Jedi dead, and Grievous holding up Palpatine, and Palpatine looking at her like, oh, hello, Shaak Ti dear. I'm having a little trouble here. Can you please help me? So Shaak Ti runs at Grievous, but he hits her saber to the side and just chokes her. So he takes her saber, adds it to his collection, then decides to give Shaak Ti some actual shock. He just electrocutes the hell out of her and just ties her up and leaves her there. So Grievous ends up taking Palpatine to his ship. But before he was about to leave, my goat, Mace motherfucking Windu nigga, came down and looked at Grievous like, you a fake demon twin, and crushes this man's sternum. Look how he had this man Grievous leaning back. Lord have mercy. And this is the incident in this continuity that gave him that iconic cough. So after the ship takes off and Grievous escapes, Revenge of the Sith starts. But yeah, that's basically the end of case 2. So let's look at our final Carnage report for case 2. This man launched a full invasion on Coruscant, broke into the Chancellor's room and slimed like 20 clones in the most brutal way fashion, then decided to chase the Jedi throughout the whole city, then kill 2 of them and knock out Shaak Ti for a 2nd time. This is some of the most wicked work of all time.
Yeah.
Why didn't he leave Shaak Ti alive? That's my question.
Of our first ever.
I don't know.
Does he like her? Does he like her? Is there a spark for him or for her? I mean,
it's unknown in the lore that Mace Windu got electrocuted by Palpatine in the 3rd movie.
Unknown because Shaak Ti kind of died in the 3rd movie.
Yes, yeah, she did.
Even though we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, but there were like
She died by somebody else's hand.
It was a cutscene.
Yeah, so there were 2 deleted scenes. So originally, Shakti was going to be killed by Grievous, but they deleted that scene. There was another deleted scene where Shakti would be killed by Anakin when she was just meditating. But yeah, that whole scene got deleted, so...
Yeah, but
Yeah, it was
my
a
question
deleted
is why
scene.
he didn't kill her. He had a chance to kill her twice, and he didn't do it.
Mm.
I guess the man said, you know
Maybe
what?
I'm thinking he's got a spark.
Maybe.
This is my honestly. I feel like this is like motherfucker said. You know what, man? You got away once. You're getting away the second time. But you know what? I'm gonna make sure I embarrass you in the worst way. I'm gonna tie you up with electric wires and leave you here.
Yeah, he gave her kinky shit, but nonetheless. I mean, I find it funny how he has twice in a row to kill her, and he didn't.
Yeah.
I find it funny.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe he likes her. Maybe he has a thing for her. Maybe he, because he still got his heart and shit.
Yeah.
And he was engaged too, and he was alive. If you remember his life story.
Yeah.
Yep, he was.
And so he likes the love situation. I don't know why maybe he likes her. I don't know.
The only Jedi that Grievous had trouble with was General Kenobi.
Okay, to be fair, that's because those two have a fucking thing at this point. Like, they hate...
A history.
Every time Grievous sees Kenobi, motherfucker cannot resist going after him and trying to kill him for once.
Yeah, trust me. Kenobi knows Grievous.
Killing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, what y'all think of this Forbidden Files of General Grievous, our GOAT? The 2003 version.
It makes me wanna, use him as a dildo. I swear. Like before, in front of me, but this just made it more because he had all those moves.
just gets Otto's just even more horny. She wants this dildo now.
Oh my goodness.
I remember Grievous had a little trouble with the Padawan Ahsoka Tano.
Okay, to be fair, that's because Ahsoka was trained by Anakin.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, no duh. He's gonna have trouble against that.
Because if she was trained by Anakin, Grievous would have a hard time fighting Ahsoka Tano's full potential, like Ahsoka did with the Inquisitor in Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah, Tales of the Jedi, all that. Oh, for frick's sake, that's freaking.
I believe she went away from the Jedi thingy.
Yeah, she did. She's basically like a Ronin.
Huh?
She's basically like a Ronin.
Yeah.
She's similar to Shakti.
Yeah, they got a story of her own now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it all.
Yeah, she's basically a Ronin. A Ronin is basically like a warrior without a master.
I saw the 18+ one.
Oh God.
Well, anyways.
Okay, actually no. To be fair, even in the Clone Wars, they did that shit too. They only put her in the most lewdest outfit possible, and they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, true.
And plus, here's the thing: knowing Star Wars and the Star Wars lore, they know what they're doing with the fucking loot stuff. They know what they're doing. They do this shit on purpose. Look what they did to fucking Padme and all these other shit.
You're not wrong.
They did Padme, they did the Twi'leks, they did the Ronins, they did
Yeah. Anyways. Well.
Stevie, are you a YouTube fan of the Jackal Gaming?
I believe so.
Anyways. Well, I hope all of you enjoyed this video, and to the community out there, make sure to go subscribe over to Rouge and Infinite's channels, share them, spread the love, and all that.
Yep, Latina Rouge Otakon.
Yep, I will put both Infinite and Rouge's channels in the description, so subscribe to them, spread the love. Every single one of y'all, be safe and have an anime-zing day. Say bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
With you,
Mwah.
Jedi scum.